Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Celtic Link here, and today we are doing another 200% showcase in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. This time we are showcasing the recent Hero Extermination Plan STR Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta under the new Majin Vegeta's 200% leader skill. So you see here, starting out, we are at a little over 200k attack and just over 100k defense. His passive is pretty simple. He gets 100% attack and defense on super, and every time his ki is raised, he gains 10% attack and defense. So for that reason, we decided to bring two supports. The Vegeta's family support through the EZA Tech Blue Vegeta here, as well as the Vegeta family support through the INT Zeno Vegeta. So we're going to keep the Blue Vegeta linked with this STR Vegeta simply because they do share 5 links. He does have a 6-link partner right now, but I'm still working on him. He's not quite ready yet. He's still level 1 links. So we're just going to test out the team here. We've got one rotation of the Majin Vegetas, just so, like I've done in my other showcases, that we have a rotation we don't even have to think about, and we could just focus on our showcase rotation. We did bring along the STR Goten and Trunks, the recent banner unit, mostly just because I wanted to bring a final unit to help give the Majin Vegeta the damage reduction on that on that second rotation. But here, like I said, we're gonna keep the STR Vegeta and the Tech Vegeta linked together. We're gonna put the Tech Vegeta in front because he does raise allies attack on super, so this would allow us to see this Vegeta hitting a little harder. So we are up to over 3 million on his attack stat, so not too terrible. Defense really isn't going to be changing much. He does get a little defense on super attack, but not much. So I'm interested to see how he handles the later phases of the fight. We are in just the regular legendary Goku event after all, so I'm not expecting too much trouble. This is mostly just to see how he performs under the leader skill. No double super attack on the Goten and Trunks. That's unfortunate. So we're going to swap Vegeta off rotation here so we can get him back on the other rotation. He greatly stacks, so, you know, it's not too bad keeping him as a floater. He'll still be building up quite nicely. But this is pretty much how it's going to go the entire time. The first rotation is going to do a little bit of damage, and then the second Majin Vegeta rotation is basically going to finish off whatever phase we're in. Okay, so we're sitting at about 2.2, or I'm sorry, 2.4, and just under 100k defense. So, you know, we're not doing so well on the defense aspect, so we're going to rotate him to the middle and put the Tech Vegeta there. At least that way he'll be able to take a hit. I'm just worried about how he'll do with a super. I don't think he'll do too well, especially if he takes one pre-super attack. Again, 5 links active linked with this Vegeta, who's providing a little bit of support, 30% to Vegeta family allies. So it's not bad. So we're going to rotate off the STR Goten and Trunks, and unfortunately we aren't going to pick up a super attack with INT Majin Vegeta, but pretty sure Tech Majin Vegeta is going to go ahead and just finish this round off. Yep, there we go. Alright, so on to the Super Saiyan 3 phase. We've got 2 supports back on rotation. We have pretty much the way we're going to be set up the entire time. So we are going to pop Vegeta in front. With double support, we're at 2.8 million. I am curious to see how he takes these attacks post-super. Like I said, I know he gets a little bit of defense, so, you know, let's see how he does here. Alright, just pick up the 2 key spheres with him. It doesn't really matter. That way we leave 6 for the next rotation. So again, this Vegeta is going to get off and get a little bit of extra attack to the STR Vegeta. So 3.5 with the boost. It's not terrible. Did 600k. This is type resistant. But he is tanking for double digits against the AGL. So, you know, that's pretty good. We'll see how he does in the later phases, like against Blue Goku, or even against UI, because UI does hit pretty hard. So I'm pretty sure, again, this rotation is just going to clean up, and we'll move on to the next rotation. Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, Tech Vegeta finishes him off, so onward and upwards. So 2.4 without the support, still below 100k on the defense. Tech Vegeta is going to pick up the Dokkan Attack, which I don't really think there was a way to avoid that. We've been picking up too many same type orbs here. Oop, I missed the last 2 there. And again, he's mostly here for that little extra attack that he gives to the STR Vegeta. I think it should be noted that my Vegeta is only 55% here, versus probably most people would be showcasing this guy at 100%, but, you know, he's just one I haven't pulled. 3 million on the nose, almost. Not terrible. He did only take double digits in damage. Alright, excellent. Double attack with the Goten and Trunks there. Excellent. Okay, so we do have the active skill. We'll hold that off to the end so we just can clean up the last phase later. Double digits on the super with the INT Majin Vegeta. You know, unironically, all of the showcases people have been doing with the Majin Vegeta and the characters on this team are also kind of semi-showcases of this guy, because almost everybody is running this rotation just as a side while they're focusing on the units they want to show. And you can see just how strong of a rotation that is here. Okay, so we are on the Blue Goku phase, and I am curious to see how this goes, especially that we are type disadvantage. And Blue Goku, you know, he's kind of sort of a big check before getting to the UI phase. So again, I'm really nervous about how he's going to take these hits in this phase, because like I said, he gets a little bit of defense on super attack, but hardly nothing. You know, even after picking up the key spheres, you know, only our attack is changing. So I am curious. We are going to get a little extra boost here after Vegeta attacks, which is good. Again, he gives allies attack on when he super attacks. 3 million flat. I think that's pretty much what we're going to keep seeing. He's fully built up now. He does raise for 3 turns his attack, so that's about pretty much what we're going to be seeing the rest of the time, and unless there's a support on rotation, which, as we saw earlier, he's doing about 3.5. Now, had I not have brought that Tech Vegeta, he'd probably be doing a little less. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do here, yeah, we'll just continue to move off STR, Goten, and Trunks. It's, I mean, pretty much the main option we have. We aren't gonna pick up the full 6 for either Majin Vegeta, which means they aren't getting their guard or damage reduction, but it's not too big of a deal. I didn't pick up the full amount for Goten and Trunks, but I imagine they should still proc a super, hopefully. Okay, 45k with no damage reduction, that's not bad. Now what surprises me is Tech Majin Vegeta hardly double supered at all this run. Yeah, so Goten and Trunks do proc the super, which means they are going to get the defense raise, which means we don't really have to worry about them taking any attacks. Oh, and they actually proc a 3rd, technically. Awesome. Alright, so we're back with the double support rotation. Okay, so at 2.8 and just over 100k with support. Again, we're going to have Vegeta attack first, so that way he gives allies attack. You know, he himself isn't doing too bad here. You know, he's got kind of low links because I don't use him that often. But, you know, here he is, you know, sitting at 3.5. He's not doing too bad. There we go. 3.5 attack on the STR Vegeta. 500k for type disadvantage, so he's not the strongest, but again, mine is only 55%, as I've mentioned before. Alright, so on to the Str Ui Phase. Alright, so we're going to pick up the 8 key spheres here and get the damage reduction. No 6 key spheres, which means Tech Majin Vegeta isn't guarding. And we aren't getting the damage reduction with the second friend Majin Vegeta, but that's alright. Again, even without all of that, these guys aren't taking anything. The defense is just too high. Plus, there is a Trunks on rotation, or on the team, so he is getting a little extra 30%. 200, not terrible. Again, that's without his damage reduction, right? Alright, so again, we're gonna have Vegeta attack first to get the additional attack boost from his super attack. We're gonna just go ahead and pop a Whis, because I'm really not sure these guys can tank in this phase. $3 million. Not bad. Double digits. He is going to take a super attack. How's this look? With the Whis active, 70%. Or 70k, which means he probably would have been taking what? It's a 40% reduction, so probably would have been, you know, around 200 or so. That's not terrible. That's about how much Majin Vegeta took. Alright, so we're going to pick up these orbs, get a nice little heal up. Again, Tech Majin Vegeta not picking up the 6, which means no guard. Look at that, 7 mil attacks that. And of course he dodges, right? And he dodges the tech. That would happen. That would happen. But of course he doesn't dodge that, of course. Alright, so we're going to pop him in front. We don't have a Whis active, but you know what? I really want to test this out. I want to see how much damage he takes post-super attack. So 2.8 mil. Not dealing... We're barely scratching the surface of 1 mil in actual damage. But double digits on the defense. That's impressive. That is impressive. I was not expecting that. Tech Vegeta taking a lot more, though. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to put Tech in front and then pick up these ENT orbs with ENT Majin Vegeta so we get that little bit of heal, and the SDR orbs with Goten and Trunks. As long as we don't take a super, we should be fine. Awesome. Alright, so on to the final phase, the ENT phase, opening with the showcased unit. So this is kind of where the metal hits the road, you know. How well is he going to perform with all links active against the final phase of the legendary Goku event? So we're going to pop Tech Vegeta in front. We're going to pop a Princess Snake for a full heal and some damage reduction. And we're going to see how this goes. He's basically getting 80% support right now. So that on top of his extra damage reduction, or not damage reduction, I'm sorry, on top of his passive, which adds more attack and defense for key raising. I'm curious to see how we do. Ooh. Double digits with the snake active. That's not bad considering Tech Majin Vegeta still took, or not Tech Majin Vegeta, Tech Blue Vegeta still took a bit of damage. Alright, so we have both Majin Vegeta active skills ready, so we're just going to go ahead and pop those and let this play out.
Rid of you now. For good. I'll keep you from coming back this time. I blow you to dust. Farewell, Bulma, Trunks, even you, Kakarot.
Alright, so now that guy's going to be getting guaranteed crits the rest of the rotation. We lose 18% health.
Rid of you now. For good.
I'm gonna pop the second
Keep you
one.
from coming back this time. I blow you to dust. Farewell, Bulma, Trunks, even you, Kakarot.
Alright, so we will be picking up the Dokkan Attack with our Majin Vegeta here, which is good. So he'll be doing a bit of damage here.
Time to get serious.
Oop, press that too early.
Gonna go all out.
We're not going to get the full damage because we missed 2 of the buttons, but that's alright. The nice thing about this Tech Vegeta, again, as I've mentioned before, he's effective against all types here, so makes this a little bit nicer. Excellent. So, on to the next rotation. So, no support on this closing rotation here. We're basically at full health, so I imagine we can probably finish him off here. So 60k before super. We're hitting 2.8 mil because we don't have any support. But of course he dodges, right? But again, after super, double-digit damage in the final phase. There we go, Goten and Trunks. If they proc additional, that... No, it might not finish. Unless they crit. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so there you have it, folks. So that is the showcase for the STR Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta, the one that EZAs from the Hero Extermination Plan event. You know, I gotta say, I'm impressed. This is at 55%. I think he did pretty well under the 200 leader skill. So, you know, if you're short on Vegetas for any of these events, for the Gifted Warriors, the Worthy Rivals, etc., whatever the mission may be, he's a solid option if you've got the Majin Vegeta to run. But yeah, so that's the showcase, guys. If you like the video, give the video a like. If you've got other characters you'd like to see me showcase under the 200% leader skill, give the video a like. And if anything, thanks for watching, and aloha.